Well, I'm going to say hello again. And the reason why I'm saying hello again is because I was doing my video, touched my screen on the front, and hit the finish button. So, I wasn't even started yet, hardly. So, hello again. I am going to get to some business here and then to my topic. But I am Rita Holmes, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! From Ohio. I'm glad to be here, and I hope that you are glad to be here also. And first of all, I'm just going to say a couple little things that Stampin' Up! Has going on. You know, our new catalog is live, and it's great if you haven't seen it. Really good catalog. You'd need to watch my video last Wednesday when I did a walk through it and showed you where the stamp sets are and where it says bundle and suites and different. It just tells you a lot of different things about the catalog and where to find stuff. So anyway, that was last Wednesday's video. This video is going to be different. But first of all, I'm going to tell you about our new starter kit. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because it's a good deal. If you are going to spend $75, say, or whatever, anything close to $99, your best bet is to go ahead and spend $99 and join Stampin' Up! And the reason being is because for $99, you can get $125 worth of merchandise you get to pick out. Plus, you'll get the 5 new in-color ink pads, which is a total of $70 if you bought them outright. So, you would get $125 plus $70. That's $195 worth of free stuff for $99. So, great deal. And, you know, you can test the waters to see if you like being in Stampin' Up! That way. If you like the discount or whatever, they don't make you sign a contract or anything like that. So it's a good time to try it and really see if that's a place for you, because we are a great community. We all love stamping, and we all love to get together and share our craft. So anyway, that deal is going on to May 31st. And you can go to my online store, and they have a join button there. I'd love for you to join my team because I am trying to grow my team. The next thing they have is called Berry Botanical Vellum. And that is our product of the month, whereas if you spend $75, you get to pick this for $5. You get 12 sheets. You get 4 different designs, 3 of each design. I'm going to turn my camera down so you can see the picture of them because they're really pretty. Now, my order is going to be in Friday, so I'm hoping to maybe on Saturday do my Simply Saturday with the vellum paper, because that would be really pretty. We would be able for you to see a project done in it in real life. And but there's 2 cards on this flyer that I have, so I'm going to turn the camera down. And I'm going to let you see that. I'm going to actually refresh my monitor page so that I can make sure when I turn my camera down that it looks decent. So here we go. Let's turn the camera around and let's go down like that. And let's see. Looks like I'm looking at my bifocals, doesn't it? But I'm actually looking up over the screen. There we are. Let's go down. So there we go. This is our paper. And these are the 4 different prints. You get 3 of each print. It's 12 by 12 paper. And it's $5 when you spend $75. That's US dollars. So Canada is probably a little bit higher. If you want to go online and search this so you could see it, the number is 167985, and you might be able to search it and look at it online if you wanted to be able to see it. The last thing is I collaborate with 6 other women. There's 7 of us. And we do a project every month, and this is our project for May. So if you spend a $50 order, this will be sent to you. And I know you heard that before, and I haven't sent them, but I've got them, and I've got who spent the money with me the last couple months. So you are going to be getting the pages so that you can see them, and if you want to duplicate the cards and that, you can. So you do get 1 video tutorial plus 2 additional PDFs. to spark your energy, your creativity, or see just some samples of maybe some different things you want to take off of what's done here and do it with stamps of your own that you already have. So that's my spill, and I'm sticking to it, except for I want to tell you one more thing, and this is about my Simply Saturday videos. I post them to start at 10:30. I am going to start posting them at 10 o'clock. And the reason being because I post my Tuesday, well, I'm live on my Tuesday video at 10. I post my WhatsApp video at 10. These are both 10 a.m. So I am going to go ahead and do that instead of 10:30. I'm going to do Simply Saturdays at 10. So it's easier for you to remember what day, what video is. It's like, if it's Rita's video, it's 10 o'clock in the morning right now for the 3 days. So I am changing that. That will be this week that I will change it. So it will be starting at 10 o'clock. Okay. I also did a card class, and there were 4 cards. I showed them in last week's video that, and I don't have them down here to show, but it's $25 for the card kit of my in-person class that we did yesterday and today, and it's a fun fold class. And for $25, it's a regular class setting, so it's 4 cards for the $25. They're fun folds. You get PDFs with them. The only thing is I can't stamp your images, but with what I made, you can use what you have yourself, because it's mostly sentiment, and then one is a flower, and everybody I'm sure has a flower stamp. So and you don't even have to do a flower, you could do another sentiment there too. So anyway, I do have that. If you're interested, let me know. I'll send you a picture of the cards because I don't have them down here. Okay, and so I'm going to turn the camera back to me because I'm going to talk to you about what our topic is today. So let's turn this around. There we go. Okay, my topic today is, I'm going to show you my craft room. And the reason being is people have asked me, there's been people that have seen it. It's not an elaborate craft room. I don't have a big thing where everything matches in my craft room. I have what I had and made it work for the most part. And so I'm going to show you that and show you how I organize my stuff. I think that one of the things about crafting is being organized, because if you're organized with your craft stuff, it's easier to pick out what you're doing. I think it's better to clean off your craft table. I try to clean it off every night when I'm done. Doesn't always happen, especially if, look, my hair's sticking up. Especially if you are not done with that project and just leave it lay. Now, I will show you that most of my stuff does look decently organized, except when I show you my desk where I sit at the computer. I am not sitting at a computer right now. I'm using my phone, and I'm using my extra monitor. And therefore, that gives me more room to craft. I have a craft table sitting here. I have my desk behind me. If from where you're at, it's behind me. And it is probably a hot mess, but you know what? You're going to see it, because we don't always live in the best cleaned up places, especially when you're creative. You do like messes. It's fun. It helps you get creative sometimes, but I like to start in a clean spot if I can. And I do like to have things organized. It's not always that way. Sometimes the table I'm going to show you next to me is a hot mess, because it's where my cutter is. It's where my scorer is. It's usually where my Stampin' Up! Cutter sits, but it's not there right now. It's upstairs because I had that class and I haven't brought things back down yet. So I am going to try to slide this camera off. This is where I hit the finish button last time. I'm not going to hit finished. So you might see my fingers in this for a minute, but I'm trying to see where I can slide this out. You're going to hear bang. There you go. Didn't shoot nobody, I promise. Okay, you're not going to see me no more. I'm turning the camera. Oh, I got to keep my phone this way. because I started this way, it won't let me rotate. So this is actually where I sit to do my videos, is right here. That white thing is my camera stand, and that is my table, and it is up on risers down there. There's Moxie's cat bed and all that stuff. Here's my t-shirt I forgot to leave upstairs. Like you really wanted to see that, but I'm moving this because that's Moxie's house and her bed, and so that's where she sleeps sometimes. Well, she does usually. She's down here with me, but she's not tonight. She's up in a window. I got it open. So that is my video space and where I make my cards and stuff. We'll move to this little stand here. When I come down the steps, you usually see this to the side. I got this shelf. They were going to get rid of it at the church, and I'm like, okay, I think I can use that. So I brought it home, and it has embellishments, odds and ends, and I have my embellishments are like this in just a clear case, and I am trying to hold it up with my knee, and I can just pick through and get embellishments out. I need to get the old ones out of there. That's all dimensionals right there, washi tape and different things like that. My daubers, you know, it is organized. Where those catalogs sit, there's a piece of cardboard and there's ribbon under there. And the reason that sits there like that is because Moxie likes to get my ribbon out at night and have it strewn all over my floor for when I get up in the morning. I have all of my embossing stuff together. The bag is white envelopes, empty container and an empty bag where the purple sits. So just lots of stuff that I use. My stamping positioner and just all kinds of stuff. And then I just kind of decorated the top and have my water bottles. And I have my paintings. I got my fingers in the way. I don't know why I do that. And that's paintings I've done it, like painting with the twist and stuff like that. Over here, which is just, here's my table. So right back here, we'll walk back here. This is where I do all of my die cutting and all of my embossing. Here's my embossing folders. I made this with a 3D printer. It holds my plates. It holds embossing folders. There's dies. I just went through them, so most of my dies are not in there right now. And then just different things I do have, and these aren't updated, places to hang cards. And this is a junk thing. It's just stuff that I've made and stuff that friends have made me. One of my real good friends made this with Moxie, me and Moxie. It says Stampin' with Rita, and it's Moxie. It says me and Moxie. So she made that for me. Isn't that sweet? I love it. So we're going to turn around. You don't want to see the cat box. That stays down here too. These white shelves, these are the only thing that's looked really organized as far as being stackables and stuff. And I actually bought those off of a friend used because that's how I work. This up here is envelopes, cards that are made that are separated. These down here is a hot mess. This is the hot mess shelf. If you want to see it, it's all cards. And then I have like my snack bags and that over there. When we do classes, my friend Edie helps me with that. She does all my die cutting, and we put them in bags for each of the classes so that we can keep them organized. This is a rolly cart that we use to put things in we're working on. And then there is my paper. Those are paper racks that from where I used to work. I worked in a 7,000 square foot craft store. When we closed the store, I got the paper racks, and we closed 22 years ago. So I've had those paper racks for a long, long time. So it sits right there by where my cutter is and all my ink pads. And this is just to show you how close it is. Here's my work table, and there's my garbage can. It's full. I need to take it out. Tomorrow's garbage day. So this is my long table. This is more cards. Those are cards that I just got done. My newer cards for more like videos and classes. My punches, stamp pads. You'll see some missing because they're upstairs where the class was. My Stampin' Blends. All of that is right along through there. The re-inkers. I have my glues, different things set on top, refills for my stamping, I can't even think what it's called. But anyway, our Stampin' Up! Little tape runner thing. And then we have up here our boxes that my son made for my stamp sets. And I have 4 of them, and I'm getting ready to label those. We're going to have 2 for online because I have a lot of online stuff. We're going to have 2 for catalog. So this will just say current catalog since we changed them. These will be online. I'm going to make 1 more, and that's going to be for last chance. And that's how my stuff will be up there, and then I can just pull down. They will be in alphabetical order when I do that, because usually I know I'm looking for a certain set. If not, I'll just run through it like a file thing. Also have my colored pencils. This little container here has a lot of stuff that's either stamp sets that haven't been used. There's ribbons in that. That is stuff I pull for prizes. And this is stuff that has to be filed. This is junk that I need to go through. And now, here is my messy file thing that sits next to my desk. But here is my favorite thing. I found this at, I think, Hobby Lobby. Where there's imperfection, there is an abundance of beauty. And that's all about card making to me. So that has been hanging there for quite a few years. And then we have this. You guys might not think that's messy, but to me, this little pile over here is driving me crazy. And so it's messy. But there's my little printers back to the back. My little phone holder that sits there. My computer, of course. Then that little black thing there is my extra monitor for my computer. Pens, and more good pens. And my rolly cart that has notebooks for different accountability groups and different stuff I'm in. Baby wipes, all kinds of stuff down there. And that is my craft room. It's not very tiny. It is very close. I'm going to say close. And I don't know if I can probably get a picture of it whole right here. There it is, basically in a nutshell. It's all easy to get to, which is what I wanted. And stuff like that. So that is my organizational. Gosh, I could make you dizzy. I'm watching the video. That is the organization of my craft room. Everything in here is current. I only keep current stuff in this room. I don't keep anything that's retired or gone completely away. Well, some things are, like I got to go through the embellishments, because what I do is I go online, I put the number in. If it doesn't show that it's there, it's out of here. Unless I look and see that it's, but usually it just say currently unavailable. Just, if it's not there, you just don't see a picture of it. So that is what I do here. Now, I'm going to turn the camera around. And the reason being, I will show you what unorganized mess looks like. But when we walk in this back room, of course, when I turn the camera, I'm not going to let you see it. That's where I store stuff. Okay, I'm going to turn this around as soon as I get in front of it. What you're going to see here is all retired stamp sets. There you go. Those are retired. Those are things that I am selling. The 2 white baskets up there are stamp sets with a punch. These are organized. To the left of you over here is stamp sets with dies. And then all of these other stamp sets are stamp sets that are standalone, and they're in alphabetical order. There's some that still need to be filed. Those are the newer ones. Here's like old embossing folders, old ribbons, old stuff. That's what all of this stuff is old stuff. And that's where, and there's a lot of old paper, and we're in the bad part of my basement. See, I mean, this is just an unfinished part of the basement, but it's okay. But my husband invaded it because look at here. Look at here. There's a laser engraver. There's a 3D printer and stuff. So this is his little place where he's having fun. Over here, I will show you this part. Well, you did see the back part of my basement just then. Whoops, got to do it this way. There's a lot of scrapbooks that sit over here that I've done. These are some last chance stamp sets and stuff. Down here are picture frames and pictures I need to go through that need to be taken care of. But yeah, I have a lot of stuff right here, and that's okay. That's okay. And then I will show you. And then this is where, look at this junk. But you know what? I'm going to tell you something about that junk. That is the only thing that my husband and I have that's not in tubs, or really, that's the only stuff we have except for like what's in our closets and stuff, because we have cleared out most everything out of our house that we don't need. Or my craft stuff, which is like a major hoarding place. So that is my craft room and stuff. So what do you think? Just wanted to show you that. I have people asking me about that, and I'm like, why don't we just look at it? I mean, we might as well. I'm going to put you back in the camera stand, so listen for it. No, it didn't click. Good thing. Okay, now I'll stand up. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that, and maybe if your craft room you don't have organization, you can see it's really easy to organize. You can't do it in a day, but I tell you what, if I wasn't a demonstrator working a business, I would have more of my stuff that's already retired or that out of this room. But because I want to keep current stuff with my videos, basically, now sometimes I might go get something back there that I just can't find nothing else that matches it that I want to do. But for the most part, I try to use all current stuff. And with doing that, it's better for me to keep that all in one spot. So that's what I've done. So I just wanted you to see that, and I hope that I give you some inspiration with my room and show you can take a little space and you can make it into a big craft room. Because I took a little space and put lots and lots and lots of stuff in here that's at my fingertips. I don't have to go far for it. I have a table I can stand at or I can sit at. I bought an old bar stool off of Marketplace for $10, had wrought iron legs to it, and it was too high with my table just with bed risers on it, so my husband took and cut those with an angle grinder. He cut his or with the Sawzall, he cut off the legs for my height and so my legs could sit on the floor and I can still sit in that seat. But it's a hot mess because since I've had it, I paid $10 for it. Moxie likes to claw at one side of it, so we had to duct tape it. But that's okay. It's my $10 chair, and it works, and that's okay. You don't have to have the best. You know, we're not in competition that who has the prettiest craft room and who has the best stuff. Our stuff works whether it's in an old shelf or if it's in a new shelf. I know some people like everything to match. I do too. But I feel real homey down here with my shelves that I've gotten at the church. I got, well, actually 2 of those came from the church, and I bought one. I have these tables that have been around for a long time, and I use those. I just tried to reuse. I did buy Stampin' Storage for my ink pads a long time ago. When I came in here, I just kept those. I didn't change it to Stampin' Ups because I already had money invested in these. Because I just don't try to have because it's new. I mean, I like it. Don't get me wrong. I really do like stuff like that. But I really try to shop at the dollar store for my bins most of the time. or TJ Maxx. If they have something good in there, I'll get it. And my Light that you might have saw sitting over by my die cut machine. It's an older Light, but I got it for $10 and it works well. So it lightens up that area over there when I want to use it. So look for bargains and just fix up your craft room to where it looks homey and has stuff in it that you love. And then you'll love to be down at This Is My Happy Place. And I call it that. I always tell my husband or anybody on the phone, I'm going to my happy place. And this place makes me very happy. So you fix you up a happy place and you get it a little organized and you will feel so much better about your crafting. And I would love to see your craft rooms. So if you guys want to take pictures of them and put them on my group, Stamp Crazy VIP, you are more than welcome to that to share, because all we're doing is giving inspiration to others. And so I give you permission to put pictures of your craft room. Now, I do say don't put individual pictures of like new posts each time. Post a picture of it, and then in your thread, you know, you comment and put your extra pictures down there so that we don't have to scroll for all kinds of stuff. So that's all I ask. But anyway, I am done. This is it. So this is what I decided to do tonight, and we got it done. And I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoy it. That's why I call it my happy place. And that's I'd love to see your happy place, or I'd love to see you make your happy place. So y'all have a great day. Be creative when you can. And just know that you're an inspiration to me, and I hope that I'm an inspiration to you. And we can share and bounce off our ideas, okay? You guys have a great day and rest of your week. Thanks. Bye.